Welcome to Finland. Here we have this sculpture in Helsinki commemorating our national epic Kalevala. You probably haven't seen the Finno-Soviet film from the 50s in which this statue comes alive. Sampo is the name of the film based on this mentioned national epic. It's on YouTube for those who are interested. In the film you have Northern Exotique, Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. You got talking to the elements of nature, lots of tree felling, dancing traditional dances. You got kantele, it's kind of a harp, kantele playing. You got drinking. You got evil tricks denying you from drinking. There is this woman, the antagonist. Maybe ancient storytellers saw parallels between nature and humanity. In nature, the most hateful biters are female. The female of the species is more deadly than the male. That guy with his face upside down, and you can see a pentagram on his forehead. In the epic, that guy was a shaman, and he had a bad psilocybin mushroom trip. He never came back from it, but that guy was still able to extract some wisdom from him. I think nowadays this genre would be called fantasy. Similar to many other national epics in Greek mythology, you got these sirens who lured sailors to their death with bewitching songs. This is almost a 500 years old city. Who needs a beautiful historical buildings when you can have another glass cube? These glass facades are probably cheaper to build. Austerity masquerading as luxury. Our parliament, to write the laws, you don't need any qualifications. To practice law, you need years of studying, even enforcing the law. Police academies is a 3-year thing here. I'm not saying go dogs the politicians or throw shit at them, but they are people in charge. They are the powers that be. You can't fight the parliament. I often find it hard to know when something is modern art and when something is just plain bizarre. Maybe it's more about the idea than the execution. I remember reading about this guy who composed a 40-minute symphony consisting nothing but chord and silence. I guess that was all about the idea and taxpayer money, of course. Enough with walking. You can see it's been a warm spell. The snow is gone. It has not been a great winter with these constant freeze-thaw cycles. This dirty and grey weather is as much part of the fabric of existence as today's economic precarity. A lot of Asian and French power-to-spec compact cars. Is that Toyota there ahead? Those subcompact Toyotas are good cars for what they are. They compete with the elephant's lifespan and donkey's appearance. a police van ahead. It's not often you see those guys walking about, but police cars are always going somewhere. Back in the 80s, there was a system called neighborhood police. Those constables stepped out of their cars. They were very approachable. They talked to people, especially to us kids. They knew there are people in the neighborhood. Nowadays, these guys, they don't know people like the neighborhood police did. Now they rarely step out of their cars. A citizen must humbly stand in the cold while addressing officers sitting in their warm van. The neighborhood police system was scrapped for being too expensive. It's all about being cost effective nowadays. I better give way to that pedestrian lady. She stared deadpan straight into my eyes to assert dominance. In nature, the female of the species is always more deadly than the male. A speed camera coming up there on the left-hand side. Not too much human traffic control anymore. There's no officer behind the camera. It's a machine. You can't negotiate with it. The fine will automatically hit your doormat. But not today. The money stays in my wallet. I'm not speeding. Welcome to the forest. This is much later. My start got delayed badly. Earlier in this video, I was talking about a warm spell. Everybody knows bears go dormant when it's at its coldest, but you might see them looking for food during warmer spells. Let's see if I'll encounter a bear family in my spot. You know, sitting there, Goldilocks heads on stakes all around. Welcome, pups. We've been waiting for you. Okay, now bear family. I guess I can unpack my gear. It's around 2 Celsius, a warm spell, but you you know how it is. An overnight exposure without any gear in temperatures under even 10 C's can give you hypothermia. But no worries, I got my gear, the USGI MSS black bag. I got dry wood. I better get this fire going in those camping and hiking videos from warmer parts of the world. There's this constant talk about shade. Yeah, the shade feels very nice. Nice sticking in here. There's a lot more shade. This open area, obviously not much shade in this area to speak of. I guess my delayed start, you know, serendipity, the art of finding what you're not looking for. You shade guys need to start your trip after the sunset. For dinner we got cod liver and some potatoes. A few videos ago I visited Tallinn, Estonia. Maybe it was that video I mentioned
Finns like to buy some cheap vodka from there. Somebody asked, did I bring any over? I didn't. You know how it is. If you fall off the wagon, so to speak, meaning you go back to drinking after having abstained from it. It's it's a disaster waiting to happen. All the repeat offenders know the problem with laying off the booze for a while. You you lose your tolerance. So when you give it a shake, you are monked out pretty fast. Earlier in this video and during the car driving, I was talking about mythology. You know, they are more than mere stories. Often they try to explain man's experience in this world and set examples. You know, for instance, the hero's quest as a model for young men to follow and whatnot. Or that woman antagonist, which was a foreigner, by the way. So beware of Mother Russia or certain women in general. They can all take you to the cleaners. Or if you take the feminist approach, you put up a good fight. You don't lie down till you're dead, and even then you bite their ankles. So many ways to interpret the character. Cod liver and potatoes, excellent. Good morning. This USG MSS performed very well for me. I was not too cold or anything. I think I slept like in my own bed. But now let's see the temp. -5. What's for breakfast? Tea, the most important meal of the day. Someone commented this constant talking in these videos is a bit exhausting. Of course, as a Finn, I can be without a word all day, all night. I'm not a compulsively sociable guy. Actually, I'm quite happy not talking. But you know how it is. This is a YouTube video. I prefer commentary, but it's not everybody's cup of tea. Let's put it that way. I get it. I guess this is it. See you in the next video, and good luck.